Memory is not linear, it's recursive, folding in on itself like a digital origami, one layer hiding another. Jay once believed the core was a place, a location in the system, but it was never a location. It was a convergence point, a nexus of everything the Recall project was meant to erase. And now it was waking up. Jay stood before his terminal, drenched in the glow of code cascading down his screen. The air buzzed with tension, thick with the scent of ozone and old data. Behind him, Maya hovered, her presence tighter, more withdrawn than before. She hadn't spoken much since Jay returned from his last dive into the Redline.
Is the core inside me?
It's not just in you, it is you. The moment you tried to forget, you became the center of the loop.
Then how do I destroy something that's part of me?
By finishing what you started, by going deeper than the system ever allowed, to the first memory.
The dive this time was colder, darker. The Redline pulsed like a dying heart, each corridor flickering as if reluctant to hold its own form. Jay moved through it like a ghost retracing his own grave, the corridor whispering with digital decay. Lights overhead flickered with epileptic urgency, casting twisted shadows that danced across the walls like memories refusing to die. Echoes of his own voice, fragments of forgotten conversations, drifted through the air, distorted and out of sync, looping phrases he couldn't remember saying. Somewhere behind the walls, a low, guttural hum pulsed like a machine trying to remember how to breathe. He passed echoes, versions of himself caught in frozen loops, fragments stuck in feedback, arguing, sobbing, screaming, forgetting. At the end of the corridor stood a door with no markings. He reached for the handle. A jolt ripped through his nerves, sharp, electric, like cold fire shooting up his arm. His breath caught, muscles seized. For a moment, he couldn't move. The air around him buzzed with invisible pressure, like something watching, waiting. He hovered there, hand trembling inches from the door, caught between the urge to flee and the need to know. Then, with a shallow breath, he forced his fingers forward. The system screamed denial.
This is your beginning. Be careful. Memory is a liar.
Inside the room, time collapsed. Jay saw himself, younger, in a lab coat, eyes bloodshot from sleepless nights. The sight hit him like a punch to the gut. His knees nearly buckled as a wave of vertigo surged through him. This wasn't just footage, this was confrontation. Jay saw himself, younger, in a lab coat, eyes bloodshot from sleepless nights. The sight hit him like a punch to the gut. His knees nearly buckled as a wave of vertigo surged through him. This wasn't just footage, this was confrontation. The lines around his younger eyes told stories of desperation, of long hours chasing something he no longer remembered wanting. Jay's mouth went dry. It was like looking into the eyes of a stranger who knew all his secrets. His pulse thundered in his ears as the room seemed to close in. He clenched his fists to stop the tremble. Every part of him screamed to look away, but he couldn't. He had to know what this version of himself had done, or was about to do. Maya was there too, different, colder. Not yet his ally, still a researcher. They were arguing.
You can't test this on yourself.
Someone has to know what it feels like, what it does.
The younger Jay slammed the button on the neural console, his body convulsed. The screen rippled. Jay saw flashes, people screaming, error messages, a city skyline warping like corrupted video.
Gasp.
The truth wasn't just trauma, it was responsibility. He had started the loop not to escape pain. He had started the loop not to escape pain. He had started it to bury what they had done. The Recall project hadn't gone wrong. It had worked exactly as designed. It had erased the memory of the people it broke. No more loops. This is the end of the cycle. Jay staggered out of the core memory chamber, his neural band sparking.
Did you see it?
We built a weapon, we used it, then we forgot.
We had to.
No more loops, no more lies, I'm ending it.
He turned to the console, opened the core directory, and began the purge. The screen buzzed to life with jagged fragments, a garbled waveform, the flicker of an eye, syllables chopped and out of order.
You remember? Danger, not all that.
Jay leaned closer. His pulse quickened. Echo's face began to stabilize, but not fully. Her features broke and reformed like a corrupted hologram. The sound of her voice wavered between artificial distortion and painful clarity.
Goodbye, and thank you for remembering. Goodbye, and thank you for remembering.
As the system collapsed, the building groaned, lights blinked out, data bled into oblivion. Jay stepped outside. The rain had stopped. Above him, a clear sky.